On Friday, when we had invited Mr. Mkhwanazi for a consultation in preparation for his appearance, he informed us that he was in this state, that he does not think he'll be able to appear on Monday because his mother had passed away. And engagements were had, and to that extent, he then provided the death certificate and the copy of the ID, and together with the funeral program for a funeral that was scheduled for the following day. It is on that basis, at 2 o'clock immediately after lunch, I appeared before the commission to explain the situation because Mr. Mkhwanazi has lost a parent, and to therefore engage the commissioners about the feasibility of him appearing on Monday under the circumstances. Mr. Mkhwanazi, during consultation, was at pains to convince us the person who had passed away was his mother, his birth mother. It was not a cousin, it was not a relative, it was not a stepmother. When I made my application for a postponement, I indicated that it was a close member of the family, and therefore understand why he could potentially require this extension. His attorney seemingly was also of the opinion, of the view that this was his mother, because when he addressed the commissioners, he indicated this was his mother. After the postponement was granted, and a few days later, in the normal course of collation of documents, these documents were then prepared for filing, and that's when we realized that this person happens to be 10 years older than Mr. Mkhwanazi, and that raised the issue about whether or not Mr. Mkhwanazi lied to the commission, misled this commission, in an attempt to avoid appearing before the commission. And we concluded that he potentially may have done so, but we needed to make our own investigations. If one has regard to the term mother, it could refer to almost anybody. It is upon receipt of the documents from the Home Affairs that we concluded that he knew that the lady who had passed away is not his mother. He misrepresented that fact to the commission, and he obtained his extension. It was compounded by the fact that then Home Affairs gives us his birth certificate, which actually shows who his parents are. And he continues in that vein, because today, sitting here, he says the very people identified in his birth certificate as his parents are actually his grandparents. So, mine is to put to Mr. Mkhwanazi that he lied to the commission to avoid appearing before the commission. And this is the basis on which I say I draw that conclusion. That is why we are having this exercise.